ọjọ́ ti fẹ́ ṣòkùnkùn, èmi nìkan péré, mi ò dúró kíákíá, mo múra mo méré.
How many of us have been seeing Solana everywhere on our screens lately? I'm sure a lot of us have been seeing Solana everywhere. And while it's really great to see her getting this kind of attention, I would like to point out a few things I think that are strong drivers to her growth. There's actually a lot that she's doing that artists can learn from. First for me would be her visual identity. Solana has a very strong visual identity. She's someone that wants to see her once, you see her twice, you start understanding her, you start understanding the kind of music she does, the kind of world she's basically trying to create. One thing that she does really well is her visual identity is strongly tied to the kind of music she creates. It doesn't feel like the music is in one place while our visuals are in another. Everything feels connected. And we have seen this work well with so many artists. We have Tyler the Creator, Burna Boy, and a lot of them. You look at their visuals and you get a very strong sense of the kind of music they make, their personality, and the world you're about to enter. Spotify has a whole article about this. I will paste the link in the pinned comments below. So definitely visual branding is something a lot of artists need to start thinking about. Two would be her sonic identity. This one is another strong factor. She has created a sound that feels very specific to her. You already know she leans heavily into the Yoruba culture and language. She's even been introducing the concept of Europop. And I think that's very important because Solana is not just using Yoruba as a language. It's not just, oh, let me use Yoruba in this song. But the culture, the language, the spirituality, the way the song is produced, everything feels connected. People might not remember everything about you the first time they meet you, but they definitely can remember, oh, this is that boy, this is that girl doing this kind of sound. That's his positioning. And another thing I think she's doing very well is her consistency, because she did not just have a viral moment. She didn't just blow up with one post and then disappeared on all of us. No, we've continued seeing her. She's been posting, she's been showing up, she's been giving people more things to interact with, and she's continued pushing the music. She has released a follow-up song, more content. And I think this is where a lot of artists get it wrong. Something big happens to you, one video blows up, one song starts moving, and then you disappear for weeks and months trying to figure out what to do next. Meanwhile, the people who just discovered you are still there. You have to give them something. And I think that's one of the reasons why Solana's current traction feels like it's building rather than something that just happened one time and everybody moved on from it. And finally, she has given people something to talk about. There's a story about Solana. There's Yoruba influence, the Europop conversation, the visual identity, the story behind the music. So when people discover her, there's something to say about her. This is another big lesson for artists. You need to ask yourself, what will people remember me for? What does my music sound like? What does my world look like? What do I want people to associate with me? And once people discover me, what am I giving them to make them stay? So yeah, I think Solana is a great example of what happens when the music, visual identity, and consistency are all working together. Catch me